So here's a study from Richard Reti, which I also owe to John Littlewood's collection in his book Chess Coaching. Really nice little study. You have a crack at it if you like, but it's hard. But I thought I'd throw this one in just to show you how rich and interesting endgames can be, even with very limited material. I mean, Reti's got some very famous examples of these, but this is quite pretty. Right, so let's look at a different position. This is white to move. Let's have a look at the position with black to move. So if black's to move here, I don't know what they do. King to b4, and king to b6, keeping the king out. King to c4, and the brilliant move here is knight to c3. Knight takes, we queen the pawn. King takes, we take the knight. Knight has to go away, and but has lost control of a7. King to c7, takes knight, queens the pawn. That's not going to be any good, so we defend the pawn. Defend the knight, but this is all now a little bit late. The pawn goes through. So what we've learned is if black moves, we win. But it's white to move, and if we want to win this as white, if we move our knight out of the way, then black's just going to play knight to d6 check, and then move it to c8 or something like that, and hold the draw very handily. So with white to move, the key is knight to c5, and now if black tries this sort of idea, trying to keep checking and being annoying and controlling that square, knight to b5, knight to e4. Oh, so this is the same position that we started with, but it's black's turn, which we know loses. So when white played their moves, they played king to c7, king to c6, king to b7. So they took 3 moves to move backwards and forwards. Now a knight, to get back to the same position, has to use an even number of moves. White used an odd number of moves by this technique we call triangulation. And so essentially white wasted a move and gave the move to black. So very cunning. Triangulation in this position wins. So and that's what happens if black starts off checking. So knight to c5. Well, let's try something else. King to b4, king to b6, and now, well, knight to d6 looks okay, doesn't it? We'll play our checks on c8 again. Knight to e4, trying to distract the knight. Check. And if king to c7 now, well, we don't want to. The black knight doesn't want to be chased away from a7, so king to b5, king to b7, c5 check, king to c7 check, check, and in the middle of all of those checks and dodges, white managed to lose a move. Knight e4, we're back in our start position with black to move and lose. Ever so hard to work that out during a game, but really pretty study. And if you've got the time in a game, I mean everything's played to a blitz finish these days, but if you've got time in a game to work this one out and sit still through it, worth trying. So that little triangulation trick with a king, lose a move in a knight ending, and it's sort of the trick is like the opposition, you know, that you want it for your opponent to move and have to move out of the way. That was a good idea. So really nice little study, and hope you enjoyed it. That's probably about as much endgame theory as I'm going to throw at you. That's the deepest thing I'll ever show you, but there's one more video to make.